welcome today for 49 Adventure Begins. Testing. Testing 1, 2. There's a little static meeting. Static like chat. Welcome to day 49 Adventure Begins. Both audio. Seconds. It's a review of Overmorrow wasn't some adjustment. YouTube. These are so dope. Yeah, I guess we should have paid attention there. I lost controller connection, so we'll put you right back screen. Just a second. I stepped with my whole difficulty. Sorry about that. Audio. testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Okay, much better. So we are on 4:49 of The Journey Begins. We are live on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. If you're in YouTube or TikTok, I might be a little slower to some of the messages. But once they do appear in my chat feed, I'll do my best to respond. If I don't respond right away, feel free to repost the question. For now, we are going to intentionally come down here now and sleep. We're going to take a fly through of Adventurer's Gate and Dawnbridge. We're going to do some work at the end of Dawnbridge and see kind of where we are on getting this going. So our last little bit here, now that all this is cleared out, is kind of adding the texture, stylizing it. That means that this is a side project now, and kind of work on it as we want. The framework is done, so one of the things we want to do is kind of create the arches for the bridge. So we'll fill this in and then we'll work on that piece. And that is going to be our plan for today. We're gathering stone, or the stone that we gathered will make it to Haven's End. We'll get back to in maybe next weekend. Or at least mix it up, maybe make a, either rotate by weekends or rotate by like Saturday, Sundays. So Overmorrow is a half circle at the horizon wall. Or what we're calling the horizon wall for now. It is a diameter of 513. So we took a 512 diameter and just added the center line. So we added that on either side. And we did have to adjust a little bit on the eastern side. But for all intents and purposes, it's a 513 diameter and half circle. Overmorrow, well, this is Overmorrow. Haven's End is a, I guess it's 1001 by 1001. But I mean, we refer to it as 1000 by 1000 typically, but so if you hear that it's actually off, it's actually 1001. But that is going to be another city and kind of the one of the center points of our story. So Overmorrow, Haven's End, Barter's Bay, there'll be cities that kind of help our cause. So how high is this? So this is 1, 2, 3. If you put the side into it, 4. So really that wouldn't be that high of an arch. Then you would have to do something like that, down. That one's fine. Do something like that every so often. Fill that in. or maybe make it a little bit deeper, or figure out something to do here so that we can have, because one block for the centerpiece is too high, or not enough, so we need two, but now it looks kind of square. So we need to figure out something here that looks kind of archish. Maybe if we get this one out. We did a, so from here, well, this is a little, or the gravel, so dirt. So if we that, so it's diagonal down. So if we did something like that, that could work then. And this could be, and then a 2, and something like that. Not the most archy, but it would be good enough, I think. I think ideally if we had, that would be tough. Either 3, or if we can make it wide enough with the more of a single point. I think that'd be okay. And then and then we'll do 2. We might replace the diorite later, but now this will help us visualize it a little bit better. So let's go back here a bit and all right. So it looks like okay, that's how that works. Restream will post links as the user you're logged in as. So we set up an auto link in Restream and it's posting it as my account. So that's good to know. The stream elements will have its own thing. Nightbot will have its own thing, and then stream. So we can figure out the best way to realize those to get the information out and make the stream worthwhile. Let's grab this. Yeah, it won't hurt to have some clay. I mean, it's renewable now, but oh. Okay, so we missed a lot of it. Okay. Let's put this in here. Make some torches. That'll free up some inventory and it will give us some space. Oh, give us light. Okay. So what is the issue here? We have a bucket. I mean, we have a bucket, so let's oh, okay. I filled it in. Okay. Because we don't need that, then go back to our cobblestone. Oh, 1 second. see how this holds up. Trying to get all of our so far I think things are okay. Audio seems to be holding out after we, unplugged and plugged it back in. So that seems reasonable. This yeah, because it's not prominent, it's just coming over the river here. We'll do a larger bridge when we get to some of our other bigger projects like our capital, and but uh, this will help us here. Oh, did we have dirt? Yeah, we do have some dirt. And then we have oh, so we can fill this in. That'll let us use the granite that we weren't using before. Right? And then we can kind of turn some of the path here into dirt slabs. And we don't need any help. Go away. So I think that works. We'll put dirt here. And we'll figure out how we want this to kind of curve out in maybe 2 or 3 passes. Because this is kind of where we want it to end. We don't want a lot of work over here, side of the bridge. We want this to be where the adventures. Some tree. Got some trees somewhere. Put all of them down there. I don't know if that will how that will work, but can put spider eyes here. Side. Yeah. Take those with us. Take all of our stone. Not enough to do a lot with, but we can grab that later. Yeah, we can keep the coal with it. Oh, we can turn that into sticks and then bring that with us. So right. So I think that's good there. Go to our inventory. Oh, okay. Come back here. Figure this out later, but this is kind of the idea. Have the cobblestone fade into the dirt. And then this is the unbuilded area. And actually come here. Oh, got some of these trees. Okay. Is that all of it? Yes, that it should be all. So we'll come back this way. I want to get a good shot of this. Well, we can let that fade later. So we come through here. This takes us over Dawn Bridge and Adventure Gate. Come through here, and this is the view that we have into Overmorrow. The first buildings is our TNT farm, which decorate and use a lot of various wood blocks. Back here. I think we're good there. Oh, we have some dirt here. So let's, I think we saved it. Sleeping through the night. Yes. Okay. So what we mean by saving it is we have 3 accounts that we use on this realm. And our AFK account was collecting bamboo to turn into bamboo slabs. Oh. To use in Haven's End along the roof. Inside of the roof, because we're not going to break through. But we'll use that so we can walk around and drop our TNT, and that will let us clear things out. Oh. Yeah, drop our TNT so we can clear out the netherrack. Got. Oh, I guess we could do that. Put that in. Oh, so we probably want to fill this in. Don't want anything that way. Right, yeah. Fill this up. And okay, so that should help out a lot here. Mob spawning. I mean, we have the candles, or not candles, the torches, but that should be, that's okay. Now we can go get some dirt, and then when we're done with the dirt, we'll go show off the bamboo farm. Dirt. Oh, there it is. Yeah, oh, and trying to show off some of this so we can get some clips for like shorts and TikTok and whatnot. So if you come to the stream, buy one of those. Yeah, let me know. And if you liked the shorter as well. Maybe we'll just do that so that we have one line into here. And yeah, so the plan on a lot of these is to have like these trapdoors is like sewers essentially, or like mock sewers. And that way we have access to kind of the underground area a little easy. We don't have to make actual sewers. I mean, I think we might do that at Barter's Bay or something. Because here, I mean, this is intended to be the starter town, so we want to get enough material here so that if anyone uses this world, there's material that you can use to get started. But the structures will get more advanced as you leave. I mean, we can, nothing's stopping us from doing that here, but we kind of want to move farther away from start as well. So let's yeah, that'd be the plan. We'll dig out enough of the sandstone, which will go into the garden temple, another one of our large projects, which is over by Barter's Bay actually. So none of this will go to waste. And I'm hoping sand becomes renewable soon. I think limiting it, if you want to show real world environmental issues, is great, but limit it to the educational side, or, you know, educational Minecraft, basically. 15. Okay. So we have the link tree link going off every 15 minutes. That's where we'll put the VODs for this, our YouTube Lego builds, our other projects, our Blue Sky, Pinterest, our cooking stuff, whatnot, all of our work. So if this isn't your cup of tea, you can check that out and see if anything there is. If not, I mean, you're welcome to participate, but we want to make sure it's enjoyable and we're setting the right expectations for the auditorium. It's the best analogy we have, because you want to build a right audience, and that requires your auditorium or venue to kind of set those expectations. So yeah, if you hear that, I'm at least currently referring to our presence at the auditorium. We don't mind changing up some things, but you know, this is pretty typical energy level. We're gonna want to be chill, long-term builds, chances to chat and build the world and the story that goes with it. So if that's something you want to be part of, or know someone who wants to be part of, feel free to join in or spread the word. Right. So let's put down dirt. We probably need to go get some grass blocks, soap touch from grass blocks to bring over here to start seeding grass. Oh, and we have 30, maybe 40 minutes before we have kind of a hard stop. Some more dirt. So, oh. Yeah, and then starting this coming Tuesday evening. Okay. Anyway, yeah, starting this coming Tuesday evening, we're probably going to do more close to daily streams. We'll shoot for daily, but we'll probably miss a couple days. For at least 2 weeks, maybe longer. See how that goes. So let's get out some of the sand. Good job, a little easy. The sand we'll need for, well, glass, need for concrete. It'll be handy when we get back to the garden temple and start draining the ocean around it. We'll probably try the squeegee method for a few passes, but we'll see how that goes. I mean, overall, it will probably save time. It's just a matter of having to build and rebuild the machines. So we might just build a bunch of the machines in one direction, let them go. And then that means we just have to rebuild them for each level that we're doing. Okay. So from, what is that, like 62 or so down to 30. So however, give or take, because the ocean floor is gonna vary in depth. So rebuilding it 30 times, give or take, or however many times we have to build it for the level. Because it's starting at build height, coming down 11, and then going out 14, I think. So I imagine there'll be some rendering there that we won't be able to get all of them going, so we might have to do it 2 or 3 times to get all the base done. So at 2 times means, you know, roughly 60 rebuilds to 90 rebuilds of our squeegee machine, which I got the idea originally from Pixel Rift's basalt generator. But I have seen videos more recently of people doing the same idea to clear ocean monuments, of setting slime block flying machines to clear out large areas of water. So let's, that can come back with us. Okay. Oh, we don't need redstone in here. This one can take that right with this, pass that along. We got, this one's almost done. So yeah, we'll just pass along those things there, and we'll pick them up later. So now we'll head over our dirt farm, bamboo farm. And we noticed here the water stream running through Overmorrow, it's black on the west side and white on the east side. So we're trying to integrate more colors into the story, how they kind of relate to these directions. So we have the same thing like purple, copper, like a dark basalt, or black stone, and like a quartz light colors in the nether and Haven's End for directional. Start this because we want to get a good. So we'll do. So probably do the voiceover. So it looks like the Mindtrip Media link trees are going to YouTube and Twitch. TikTok is that, so we're gonna have to figure out something else for there. But anyway, we'll start here. So this hole in the ground is going to have a building over it eventually, and we'll disguise it as like a carpentry shop or something like that, and have like a trapdoor or some kind of door into a basement that will lead into here. This is a one layer of our bamboo farm, which produces a double chest of bamboo planks about every 24 hours. Give or take. So it's productive enough for us, and it's only one layer, so we'll probably do at least 2, maybe 3 layers in here. And what it is you have a layer of dirt, and then a wall of pistons and observers. So when it detects the bamboo, it pushes it out, it all falls to the dirt. And you can see the redstone there that lets it trigger. So there's some observers on the end that are listening for a couple growths to the rows. When one of those goes off, this row of pistons is what goes off and breaks the bamboo. Then when it falls to the dirt, will so bamboo breaks, falls to the dirt, and gets collected by the system here. So each 2 rows of dirt is collected by 1 minecart that just runs in a circle. This makes it a little bit easier to repair. We're not going up and down and having one cart do it all and risking it cart stopping. And we have powered rails on each side, so it keeps the speed up. But if something would break, we can just take out 1 hopper, get in and get a fix going. So it makes it a little bit more maintainable. We don't have to worry about the rail being up and down the way that we have it in our Guardian farm, which is hard to maintain and needs to be fixed at some point. And so yeah, it just collects the bamboo from the dirt, drops it off in, this one only has 1 hopper, this one has, the other 2 have 3 hoppers. So when they drop it off, they all shoot in this direction, dropping it off in this chest. And yeah, every couple hours this fills up, and over the course of a day we get enough to fill up our bamboo planks, a double chest worth. So I think we need 3 double chests, so 3-4 days of collecting would be enough for what we need for the nether. But we'll just keep letting it go. So this will just always run as long as we're close to the farm. And then eventually we'll build out this area here. Do we have anything with us? Clockwise? No. Okay. Oh, we have a few in here, so. We can, let's grab some stairs. Okay, let's just close that. Is it that? Okay, so no. That. There we go. Now we can come up. But these are the tunnels that are one set of the tunnels that are under Overmorrow. So there's lots of these little caverns under here. As we find them, we try to light them up to prevent spawning in Overmorrow and make our zombie farm a little more efficient. But this means that we have plenty of space this way that we can kind of connect this up to some hoppers and auto crafters, so we can have each stage push items to the next round and also save a few. So one hopper here can push things into a bamboo. What is it? Yeah. Need a crafting table for that. There we go. Not there. Oh, yeah, there it is. Bamboo. Oh, block of bamboo. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah. So one hopper can keep some bamboo for us. Another can pass it on to an auto crafter that will make the block of bamboo. And then we can have another set of hoppers. One will keep the block of bamboo and one will pass that along to another auto crafter and make our bamboo planks. So we can keep some of the materials as they pass through each stage, and then also pass along some to the next piece of refinement. But with that, let's we'll keep that there in case we need some for something else. Have a little backup. But we can pass these here. Perfect. So that gets us here. So let's do that. Let's see. That, and that. Perfect. Right, so now we can get up and down a little bit easier. And, oh yeah, you can see here the way that it's designed, kind of the price we pay for not using like a water method to collect it. Is that, oh, and not having the maybe distance higher. I guess we could have put them above, but we wanted to detect it initially when it grows. So the observers have to be a level higher than this, and when that happens, there's a chance that some of the bamboo will end up in this space, and there's no way to really get rid of that. I guess we could put some allays in here eventually, which we'll have to find some. And that means setting up some kind of music box or something, but that's a project for another day. But other than that, it's a temporary inefficiency, and we still get a lot of bamboo for just a little bit of weighting. Because yeah, we can't put trapdoors here because the trapdoors would be above the bamboo, because kind of see it a little bit when we jump, because the redstone takes space in this area. We can't put a trapdoor and the redstone in the same block, and we can't put a half slab either because of the redstone. So we can't try to direct the bamboo, but as long as it does that, we're fine. I mean, I guess another way around this would be to add a layer of hopper mine carts that go under the pistons, and kind of we have the lower layer and then this layer, and have it circle here, and have the bottom layer does hopper minecart under 2 dirt, and then this level could do a hopper minecart under piston. And that would then collect any bamboo that gets up there, so we'll have to see. I haven't been a big fan of some of the LA style implementations, because it's mostly useful in a case like this where the farm isn't. But when I really want to use them is mining and having a lot of variety of items, and then it's just it takes a lot of work to set up a multi-item collection with the LA. And then you have to move it every time you get far enough away that they're not going to be able to hear the music. Or you're farther away than they can carry stuff back. But since this is more or less static, we could kind of make the use case for it here. So we'll slide around the edge here for the clip and try to clip some of this together. And so this open space here in the between the cobblestone, we'll either fill that with dirt, or we'll do dirt 1 level up from there and just kind of repeat what we did below. We have to make sure we leave enough space for hopper minecarts so that we can collect the materials. And then maybe in the back here, have each layer kind of send it down to that double chest that we showcased earlier. So yeah, another level in the next week or two to get that down, see how that goes. Because we also have this bamboo farm, and you can see in the distance that we're building inside the wall that will be covered up, and it works. But it doesn't produce as much as this, which, you know, it's a row shorter, I think, but also the auto crafter, at least out of the box, isn't as easy as I was hoping. So when it shoots items out, when it crafts items, I can't just immediately have them pulled with a hopper. It shoots them out, and because hoppers a lip to them, and they don't have a sucking or pulling action, some of the blocks of bamboo and bamboo planks kind of sit on the lip of the hopper and don't make it in. And so we lose some of the refined material with each stage as it shoots the items out and they rest there. Not every item, but since it's kind of random, we're not getting every item that's produced. So if if they looked square but still had, you know, effectively a round lip on the hitbox, so that things could kind of slide or be pulled into the hopper, then we wouldn't have that issue, but that is the case for now. Okay. Let's drop off some of our gold armor. We might dig out a little bit more sandstone for the dirt, because we're close to an hour, so we're probably up here in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Is it, no, one of this short stacks? Yeah, this in. Hope we can use source. What's our supply? Okay, 49. So pretty. Every time we come over here, we do a little bit of this. Let some TNT shoot out. What do we? Yeah, so this is our. We need to put some. We need to put some sand up. Speaking of that, oh, that could be a clue too. Let's see all this. Do a little hover around here. This box, anytime they land here, yep, they get pushed. See stone pressure plates on each of the glass up there. When they hit that, sets off our pistons, pushes them down here into our sulfire, and then they get collected. Up here we have ice, a collection of buttons and trapdoors to try to limit it to creepers, which works pretty well for the most part. It's a modified design. But yeah, you can see we get zombies and a couple skeletons and a couple spiders and the occasional witch. So they're pretty small amounts. So I think for the most part it keeps it to creepers. It's, what is it, four or five levels up. Here we have our maintenance scaffolding here if we need to go up to 4 levels. We could make this higher, but this generates a pretty good amount. some iron golems in here to keep protected. For any, since it's a low light level, I don't think it's enough. A couple spots might have people or dark enough spots to spawn. I think we've got this taken care of because the iron golems seem like they're in pretty good shape. But this helps ensure that, and if anything from the outside happens to make it in, we have them in there to make it safe. Let's see if we have any sand over here that we can drop off. Do a little of this maintenance work, and we can call it a stream. And I know this topic has come up before, but some kind of customizable sorting on this would be like maybe by default you could like toggle or untoggle by item type, and ideally it would have maybe some kind of priority bar on the side where you could place items in priority, and let me erase some work. But they prioritize the items in order, and then top to bottom, left to right, so you so if you do like bottom right sandstone as your highest priority, so however you want to look at your list, whether you're looking corner you're looking in as your priority, toggle some combination of those, and then you could go from sandstone to cacti to gravel if that was the order of items you had of importance. There's a, that may not be the best way, but something along that lines that allows more customization of the sorting. Oh. And it's only 3 sand. Yeah, only 3 sand. Okay. That generates this, which then guess we've got 10 blocks. Yeah. So 4 sand and 5 gunpowder. Do that, push that in front, do a tick, and come off. So we could make it more automatic by having the ticks only happen when these are full, basically, or have enough in them to supply the right amount in there. So we'd have to figure out more of the timing so that whenever one got too low, it would pull it away, let it finish. Or something like this, where once we get it set up, then you have a like an observer or a comparator that maybe it gets down to 32 or something, and gets down to half, and that would pull the observer away. And then once it fills back up to 64 of every item, it pushes it back in place. But this isn't the long-term spot for this, so well, maybe it will be. You want to build out kind of a stage, like a deck that will come off this, because you can see the dirt line here, so this is actually below ground. The line will come over there, and then we'll have like a patio that comes out, and then like a deck mid up. And so this is just the kind of brutalistic outline of what the gunpowder TNT farm will look like, but it'll look more like a fancy house when we're done. Less of a factory look. So fancy houses, fancy shops. There won't be a lot of factories here. It'll be more villager and villager small business shops. Okay, so got a little bit over an hour, so I think we're pretty good there. So let's not the end of the month, so we're not going to do our update yet, but we will fly up here. So this is one of the projects we were working on, our Adventurer's Gate. That leads to Dawnbridge. So if you imagine it, if you came from the other side, adventuring there, you would hit the wall, come through, and then this is Overmorrow, your first contact into the southern side of the world where all the building is. And you can see the semicircle architecture of the border of the city. So, and then this building's round. Our cleric's hall is round, so I think most of the buildings we're going to shoot for more of a round architecture. And then Barter's Bay, we made a little bit more mixture. The water's level here, but maybe we'll think of this as maybe like a pond or something, some fishing, and use that bridge as a way to isolate that, and then we can lower the water over here so it's more like a river that flows through. But it is going to be a developed town, so I don't know. We either want it level or we want it like a level or two below. But we're not going to keep it at the 62. But anyway, that is our stream. This is over. So thank you for joining day 440. The journey begins. We'll see you some point tomorrow when the journey continues for day 450. You can check out our other projects on Linktree. So that's linktr.ee/mindtripmedia. That will have the VODs for this, our gaming channel that we infrequently upload to, our Lego YouTube channel that we need to get back to, but there's 40 something builds there, our Pinterest, our Blue Sky, our other projects that we're working on. So if you want to find on and support it in some other way, you can check that out and pass that along. And we'll see you tomorrow with Journey Continue.